My name is David Rule. I'm a community tutor. I've been tutoring for 23 years. I'm part of Rule Education Trust, and my job is to help people in the community to improve their education and to achieve their goals in life. I've been working in driver licensing for about 10 years. The driver licensing started because our youth didn't want to learn, they did not want to learn anything else. They just wanted to get a license. The police set up the classes, and the police came along and brought students along to the class and helped them to keep their behaviour in line. The need is great, so we've expanded to go into the areas where the people need a hand to get their license. And what that does, the driver license gives them ID, it gives them an opportunity to go for work. The legality on the road is an important thing in our communities, and many people want to be legal, but they drive without being legal because of the barriers and the problems they encounter. It's important for our prisoners to have licenses. They want to get licenses, they want to be legal. So we find that the community groups and good education programs, simple ones, are very important, one of the main things in our community. The resources we use is anything we can get our hands on, really. We use old templates, like old questionnaires, where the rules are still relevant. We use the internet, free websites, and we make up our own resources. This is a challenging area for all of us, and you'll find most of our community groups have made up their own resources relevant to the rules. The biggest issues in driver licensing are English as a second language, literacy and numeracy, and confidence, even just that learning. I'm a trainer, I'm still doing it because one, it's the most vital thing in our community. Two, it's the most vital thing in education, at the high schools, right across the education spectrum. Three, I love to see the gains, the successes, and the smiles on the faces when they pass. It really inspires me to keep doing it and to not go into any other field of education. Their whole future can depend on having a driver license. Also, the employers now want driver licensing, and they want licenses, more importantly than qualifications in many cases. And also self-esteem for our young people and identification. If every young prisoner came out of prison with a license, a learner license, it would just change their life. Our trust in particular, we keep things simple, and we go out of our way to make sure people understand and have some support, whether it's literacy, whether it's English as a second language, that they actually do feel comfortable coming along. The effect one license in one family can have ripples across that family and the extended family. This kit was, I was blown away by it because I know the young people very well, and I understand what they relate to, and I understand well how they learn. This is the way they learn, through this kind of technology, the games, the card game, and this is how they, this is how they can actually pass their test by improving their knowledge in a fun way that they agree with. The kit would make a huge difference because it's simple, and the young people are already into this kind of technology, and they're into games, they're into doing things in a fun manner. I can see immediately how I can take it into a class, into a high school, into a prison, into a community group, and I can actually straight away implement it into a program. But do it in a way that will improve what we're doing. Any teaching environment should have the kit. I mean, I can also know my prisons that would work well in there. Okay, so I believe that the kit and the driving kit would give us an opportunity to get together as community people with the police, with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Social Development. It's a chance for us to all get together and just coordinate ideas. I think that's vital going forward, and to expand programs in the community. It's vital because a driver license opens the door to so many things: identification, jobs, confidence in yourself, and just staying legal. And also a key thing, road safety. It's very important in our road safety. We would like to sit down and do workshops with other community groups and start other community groups, because the more of us doing it, I mean, the more people we can reach. And that's when it comes to funding, I suppose that's where we would like some help to expand out to more groups and to train people to do what we're doing already. The success story that always comes to mind is our very first one, a class of at-risk youth that were getting in trouble with the police, and they did not want to do anything. They just wanted to play up and cause trouble. Police had a good chat to them and they wanted to do driver licensing. They wanted to get their license. They established that. So that group of kids that were always breaking the law came into class, and 10 years ago we put them through a very easy learner license program. They all passed, they all achieved licenses, and the gang disbanded that they were in, and also they got jobs and they ended up with families, and I've seen them. They are so different to when I first met them. And even the leader became a security guard and got qualified as a security guard. Counties Manukau Police refer people to us almost on a daily basis. They even send people to us instead of issuing tickets on the spot. This program has developed. We have more than 1,500 passes now, and that's because of the referrals, regular referrals, and just the program. But Counties Manukau and further police are also referring. We're expanding out to West Auckland. But they're stopping people and sending them to class instead of issuing tickets. And that is a big change in our social structure. And a lot more can happen in this area, and we can do a lot more with extra help.